Hey folks, it's Mr. Parsons here. Last week, we began a mini unit on the topic of civil rights. We read two texts about that topic. The first one, an excerpt from the graphic novel March, and the second, a poem from the novel in verse Brown Girl Dreaming. Now it's time to have a class discussion in which we explore the ideas presented in those two texts a little bit deeper. So let's talk about how that's going to happen. To begin, this is a very similar setup to previous class discussions. The ground rules remain unchanged. Those are located on slide number 2 for you to review. We are also using the same process to respond. So there are 3 slides following the task slide, and on each one you're given a prompt or a sentence starter at the top of the slide, and your job is to contribute your thinking using a sticky note, including your initials and the class period at the end of your response. The sticky note tool is located in the middle of the toolbar on the left, and you may be called upon to share your thinking from your sticky note during the class discussion. So let's take a look at one of the slides. It says, "When I think of civil rights, I think," and it has a picture from March and a picture from Brown Girl Dreaming on it. My job is to contribute my thinking using a sticky note. Does it say when in the civil rights period or what I have to talk about? No, it's a pretty open-ended question, and I've done that intentionally because I want to give you space to explore your own thinking. For me, I think about civil rights as we stand in the United States currently, okay? And that's on the top of mind for me. So that's what my response is going to be about. I am concerned about civil rights today. Civil rights means that people feel like they are governed the same, regardless of race or any other demographic, meaning category that they could be placed in. I don't think everyone feels that way in the US right now. So that's my thinking on the topic. You can see that I've added my initials and the class period, and I hit save. And that is located right at the top of the page. I can expand it. I can place it in an area where it can be easily seen but isn't over the top of anybody else's response. And we can talk about it when we get into class. There are 2 other slides for you to respond to. Once you've responded to all 3 of those slides, you are ready for the class discussion. And we'll be having that class discussion in about 15 minutes. So make sure to get your sticky notes on each slide and be ready to go for our class discussion. I can't wait to hear what you've got to say.